Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm a single mom living in Portland, and my whole world revolves around my 8-year-old daughter, Lily. She's this bright, funny kid who loves drawing unicorns and asking a million questions about everything. But 6 months ago, our lives got turned upside down when she was diagnosed with a congenital heart defect that required surgery. Mom, will it hurt? Lily asked me one night, her big brown eyes looking up at me. The doctors will make sure you're asleep the whole time, baby. You won't feel a thing. But you'll be there when I wake up? I'll be right there. I promise. I'd been working double shifts at the restaurant to cover the costs insurance wouldn't, and I was exhausted. That's when my parents stepped in. Amanda, sweetie, you can't do this alone, my mom said over the phone. Let us help. We'll come stay with you, help with Lily, whatever you need. Mom, I don't know. You and Dad have your anniversary party planned. Our granddaughter is more important than any party, she insisted. The surgery is scheduled for what? November 15th? Yes, early morning. We'll be there the week before. Your father and I insist. I felt tears welling up. Thank you. I don't know what I'd say. You don't have to say anything. That's what family does. My best friend Rachel came over the next day to help me prep the house for my parents' visit. So, your folks are really coming? Rachel asked, folding laundry on my couch. Yeah, for 2 weeks. They'll be here for the surgery and recovery. That's amazing, Mandy. You've been so stressed. I know. I feel like I can finally breathe a little. The weeks flew by. My parents arrived, and my mom immediately took over cooking and cleaning while my dad entertained Lily with card tricks and silly jokes. Grandpa, do another one, Lily giggled. All right, pick a card, any card, Dad said, spreading the deck. Everything felt normal, safe, until 3 days before Lily's surgery, when I got a call at work. Miss Rodriguez? This is Jennifer from St. Vincent's Hospital. Yes, hi. Is everything okay with Lily's surgery? Well, that's why I'm calling. We received a call this morning from someone claiming to be you, requesting to reschedule the surgery to December 20th. My blood ran cold. What? I never called. Who was it? The caller ID showed your home number, and the woman knew all of Lily's information. She said there was a family emergency and you needed to postpone. That's impossible. I'm at work. My parents are at my house with Lily. I stopped. Wait, can you tell me what time the call came in? 9:42 this morning. I'd left for work at 8:30. My parents were alone at my house. Jennifer, I need you to keep that surgery date. I did not authorize any changes. I understand, Miss Rodriguez. I'll make a note. But we did reschedule based on that call. Let me see if we can move things back. Please. It's critical. I left work immediately, my hands shaking as I drove home. When I walked in, my parents were sitting at the kitchen table, drinking coffee like nothing was wrong. Amanda, you're home early, Mom said cheerfully. Where's Lily? Playing in her room. Honey, what's wrong? You look pale. I stood there, staring at them. The hospital called me. Someone from this house called them this morning and canceled Lily's surgery. The color drained from my mother's face, but my father's expression hardened. Now, Amanda, before you get upset, Dad started. Before I get upset? My daughter's life-saving surgery was canceled and you're telling me not to get upset? Mom reached for my hand. Sweetie, we can explain. So it was you. I pulled my hand away. Why would you do that? Our anniversary party is November 18th, Mom said quietly. We've had it planned for months. All our friends, the venue, everything. Your party is more important than your granddaughter's heart surgery? Don't be dramatic, Dad snapped. We moved it to December. It's just a few weeks. Just a few weeks? Dad, she's 8 years old with a hole in her heart. Every day we wait is dangerous. The doctors said it wasn't immediately life-threatening, Mom argued. Get out, I said quietly. Amanda, get out of my house, now. After my parents left, I called Rachel immediately. They did what? Rachel exploded over the phone. Mandy, that's insane. I know. I can't even process this. I keep thinking I'm going to wake up and this will have been a nightmare. What did the hospital say? Can they fix the date? I'm calling them back now. But Rachel, what if they can't? What if Lily has to wait another month because of this? Then we figure it out. But first, you need to document everything. Save that hospital call log, write down exactly what happened today. I spent the next hour on the phone with St. Vincent ES. Jennifer was incredibly patient as I explained the situation. Miss Rodriguez, I'm going to escalate this to our patient advocate. Given the circumstances, we may have recorded the cancellation call. Would you consent to us reviewing it? Yes, absolutely. Whatever helps. 2 days later, Jennifer called back. Miss Rodriguez, we found the recording. I'm emailing it to you now, and I want you to know, we've restored Lily's original surgery date. We're treating the cancellation as fraudulent. My hands trembled as I opened the email and pressed play on the audio file. St. Vincent's Hospital. This is Jennifer speaking. Hi, yes, this is Amanda Rodriguez. It was my mother's voice, but she was trying to sound younger, more like me. I need to reschedule my daughter Lily's heart surgery. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is everything all right? We have a family emergency that came up. I need to move it to December 20th if possible. Let me check our schedule. Can I verify Lily's date of birth for me? My mother rattled off Lily's information perfectly. She'd gotten it all from the paperwork I'd left on my kitchen counter. And can I ask the nature of the emergency? Jennifer asked. My mother is having a milestone birthday party and we're all flying out of state. It's been planned for months and I can't miss it. I stopped the recording. My mother had lied directly to the hospital using my identity and hadn't even invented a good excuse. She'd told them the truth, that it was for a party. Rachel came over that night with wine and takeout. I can't believe she actually admitted it was for a party, Rachel said, listening to the recording. Most people would at least lie better. That's what kills me. She didn't even think she needed to. Like it was just this normal, reasonable thing to do. Have your parents tried calling you? 30 times. I haven't answered. My dad left a voicemail saying I'm being childish and overdramatic. Rachel's jaw dropped. Overdramatic? Your kid needs heart surgery. My Aunt Carol called too. Apparently my parents told their whole family that I'm having a breakdown and keeping Lily from them for no reason. You're kidding. I sent Aunt Carol the recording. She listened to about 10 seconds before she called me back crying and apologizing. What did she say? That she had no idea, that my parents told everyone I was being irrational. She's furious with them. Who else knows the truth? Just you, Aunt Carol, and my cousin Mike. He called me this morning. Mike had always been the reasonable one in the family. When I told him everything, he was silent for a long moment. Mandy, I love Aunt Patricia and Uncle Jim, but this is beyond messed up, Mike said. What are you going to do? I don't know yet. The surgery is back on schedule, but I can't just let this go. Nor should you. They committed fraud. They could have killed Lily. Mike, don't. No, I mean it. Heart conditions are serious. If something had happened in those extra weeks... I know. I cut him off. Trust me. I've thought about nothing else. Do you want me to talk to them? Would it matter? They don't think they did anything wrong? Probably not, but I can try. Mike called me back 3 hours later. Well, I talked to them. And? Your dad said, and I quote, Amanda needs to get over herself and stop being selfish. Your mom cried and said you're ruining their anniversary. I laughed bitterly. Wow. I told them they're lucky you haven't called the police. They hung up on me. The police. Mike, can I actually do something legally about this? I think so. Medical identity fraud, endangering a minor maybe. You should talk to a lawyer. I waited until after Lily's surgery, which, thank God, went perfectly, to confront my parents. I wanted my daughter safe and recovering before I dealt with them. 3 weeks post-surgery, with Lily staying at Rachel's for the afternoon, I drove to my parents' house. Mike and Aunt Carol came with me for support. My mother answered the door, her face lighting up. Amanda. Oh, thank God, I've been so worried. We need to talk. Now. Of course. Come in, sweetheart. I'm not your sweetheart, and we're talking right here. My father appeared behind her. Amanda, this is ridiculous. You can't keep punishing us for one mistake. One mistake? I pulled out my phone and played the hospital recording on speaker. My mother's voice filled their front porch. I need to reschedule my daughter Lily's heart surgery. My mother is having a milestone birthday party and we're all flying out of state. Turn that off, Dad demanded. No, I want you to hear it. I want you to hear Mom pretending to be me, using my daughter's medical information, lying to a hospital. Also, you could go to your party. It wasn't just a party, Mom started. I don't care if it was your coronation as queen. My daughter needed surgery. Aunt Carol stepped forward. Patricia, Jim, how could you? That little girl could have died. Oh, don't be dramatic, Carol, Dad said. The doctor said it wasn't immediately life-threatening. Not immediately life-threatening isn't the same as safe to wait, Mike shouted. What is wrong with you people? Watch your tone, Dad warned. We're still your elders. You're frauds, I said coldly. You committed medical identity theft. You endangered a child. You lied to everyone about what you did. Mom's tears started flowing. Amanda, please, we're sorry. We made a mistake. Can't we move past this? Move past this? You risked my daughter's life for a party. We didn't think. That's right. You didn't think. You didn't think about Lily. You didn't think about me. You thought about yourselves and your stupid party and your friends and your ego. Don't you dare speak to your mother that way, Dad said, his voice rising. Or what? You'll cancel another surgery? Maybe you'll impersonate me to her school next. Or her doctor. We said we're sorry. And I'm saying I don't accept your apology. I don't forgive you. And I don't want you in my life or Lily's life anymore. My mother gasped. You don't mean that. I absolutely mean it. You're not safe. You put your party over your granddaughter's health. What happens next time? What if Lily needs emergency care and you decide it's inconvenient? This is insane, Dad said. Carol, Mike, you're going to let her talk to us like this? They're here as witnesses, I said. Because I'm also here to tell you that I've filed a complaint with the police for medical identity fraud and endangerment of a minor. The color drained from both their faces. You what? Mom whispered. I filed a police report. I have the hospital recording, the phone records, everything. You committed a crime. Amanda, you can't. We're your parents. And Lily is your granddaughter. That didn't stop you. Dad's face turned red. You ungrateful little... If you go through with this, you'll regret it. I'll make sure of it. Are you threatening me? I asked calmly, while Mike immediately started recording on his phone. I'm telling you that you're making a big mistake. We have lawyers. We have resources. You think you can come after us? We'll destroy you. Keep talking, Jim, Mike said. I'm getting all of this. Get off my property, Dad shouted. All of you. Gladly, I said. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. The police investigation moved faster than I expected. The detective assigned to the case, Detective Martinez, was a mother herself. Miss Rodriguez, I want you to know we're taking this very seriously, she said during our meeting. Medical identity fraud is a felony. The fact that they endangered a minor makes it worse. What happens now? We've already interviewed the hospital staff. The recording is clear evidence. We'll be pressing charges. My parents hired a lawyer who tried to argue it was a family misunderstanding. The prosecutor wasn't buying it. Your clients impersonated the victim's identity to cancel life-saving surgery for an 8-year-old child, the prosecutor told their lawyer in the courthouse hallway, where Mike had accompanied me. This isn't a misunderstanding. It's a crime. The case made local news. Grandparents charged with medical fraud for canceling grandchild's heart surgery, read the headline. The comments section was overwhelmingly on my side. Aunt Carol called me after the story broke. Half the family is appalled at Patricia and Jim, she said. Your Uncle Tom said he's never speaking to them again. Your cousin Sarah asked if she could visit Lily. They can visit. Anyone who doesn't defend what my parents did is welcome. Your mother called me crying yesterday. She wants to apologize to you again. The answer is no. I told her you'd say that. She asked if there was anything she could do to fix this. There isn't. What they did is unforgivable. The legal process took 3 months. My parents pleaded guilty to medical identity fraud and received 2 years of probation, community service, and a permanent restraining order keeping them away from me and Lily. Lily, now fully recovered and back to drawing unicorns, asked me about it one night. Mom, why don't Grandma and Grandpa visit anymore? Because they made some very bad choices that hurt us, baby. Will they ever visit again? No, sweetheart. Some things people do are too hurtful to forgive. Oh, okay. She went back to her drawing, then looked up. Aunt Rachel said she'd teach me to bake cookies tomorrow. That sounds perfect. Rachel had become even more of a constant in our lives. So had Aunt Carol and Mike and several cousins who'd reached out after learning the truth. You've built a good family here, Rachel told me one evening while we watched Lily play in the yard. A family that actually shows up for you? Yeah, I agreed. Sometimes the family you choose is better than the one you're born with. Last month, my mother tried to send a letter through Aunt Carol. I'm not delivering it, Carol said. But I wanted you to know she tried. She wants forgiveness. Did you read it? She left it unsealed. It's the same thing. She's sorry. She made a mistake. Family should forgive family. Some mistakes don't deserve forgiveness. That's what I told her. Lily just had her 9-month post-surgery checkup. Her heart is perfect. She's thriving. She's happy. And she's surrounded by people who would never prioritize a party over her life. That's all that matters. What would you do if family betrayed your child's health? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more true stories.